Hi, how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. This little world right here is Man from South. If you like men's hair product reviews, grooming, skincare, fragrance, and videos like this very one, then please do press subscribe right now. You're gonna love it here. Okay, so I am obsessed with fragrance. I'm obsessed with fragrance. I'm obsessed with the marketing around it, from the bottles to the price to where it's sold exclusively. And I'm obsessed with how it makes you feel. I think we all have a right to feel good, and fragrance is like literally an enabler for that. Through my time sort of reviewing fragrance, and there are so many on manfromself.com, so if you're new to me, then hi, you can check loads out there and also on the channel. I've quite often sort of focused on things which are maybe slightly more expensive. It doesn't necessarily mean they're any better, but it's stuff I'm sent and stuff I see, and I'm kind of drawn to it. But price should not be a factor, and Zara have got some like amazing fragrances out there, and so many of you guys said, Rob, you need to try these. There was ones actually that I tried before I did a review of the Lidl fragrances, which are £3.99. I thought they were amazing. I thought they were such a bargain. So I thought I'll do some more on this sort of more sort of high street, budget friendly. I say budget friendly because it's certainly not budget. But I bought 3 sets. I bought their weekend set, I bought their leather set, and I bought their tobacco set. That is this. £12.99 for one, £17.99 for two. That's like, it's a bargain beyond a bargain. Zara have got some really great sort of fashion pieces, find it's fast fashion, and they've also got some of this grooming. So I have been spritzing, I've been wearing, and I'm now very much ready to tell you what I think. Now, taking a look at the bottles, there's 2 in here, so you can buy them separately or buy them together. They've got their exclusive one, I want to say. Yes, exclusive is here, and they've got their addictive. The bottles are beautiful. I just think they're that sort of apothecary sort of style. They look sort of in the shape a little bit like the Hugo Boss ones that we know. But they do have something which kind of makes me think a little bit of sort of apothecary, sort of expensive, very niche premium bottles. So for that sort of price point, that's instantly a winner to me. I love tobacco fragrances. I think tobacco fragrances have got the smokiness and the sort of maturity that I like in a fragrance. I want something a bit evening. I want something a bit nuzzly. I want something a bit sexy. And I often think that tobacco will give you that. So I was intrigued to try these. Now, what's great about these 2 is that they have the notes on the back, so you definitely know what you're getting into. There's a sort of divide in this, in that I think one is more daytime and one is more evening. Addictive is definitely of the sort of daytime variety. This has got coconut, tobacco, sandalwood, and honey. Now, when you're taking all of these different things, the smokiness of tobacco, the sort of exotic, very vibrant note of the coconut, the honey, which has got this rich sweetness, and the sandalwood, I think you get something which is so rounded and so beautiful. When I smelt this first in the, actually I did a blind buy, which I wouldn't normally do. I thought it's so cheap, I want to get them home and I want to try them. When I first spritzed this, I was kind of thinking, oh, this is going to be a bit dull. I thought coconut might be a little bit too sickly. I thought it might smell a bit like a sort of sun cream. This is gorgeous. The way that they have really taken those notes together, taking the honey and the coconut, which gives you something which is more vibrant and lively, with the tobacco, the smokiness, and the sandalwood, which is a really sort of soft wood. This is beautiful. And I don't think it smells cheap. I don't think it smells like it's for kids trying their first fragrance. Hello, if you're a kid trying your first fragrance, you are most welcome, honestly. But I think this has got a maturity to it, and it's got a grounding to it. Now, this is an EDT. You might think for this price, the performance is going to be pretty crappy. Performance isn't bad. The sillage is there. The way sort of the longevity on the skin is good. You can certainly smell it on your clothes the next day. It's not going to set the world alight. You know, you're not going to smell it years later. It's not a sort of parfum sort of performer, but it's good. It's really good. Light, bright, fun, but has a weight to it, the tobacco. Now, sort of, if we want to sort of step up and we want to get into the evening, where did I put this? There. The next one is their exclusive. So addictive and exclusive. This, let's get into this. This has black pepper, it has cashmere wood, and it's got tonka bean. So, initial sort of spritz, I don't think it's as unique as the first one. You don't often get that sort of coconut honey pairing. This one is more generic, and I don't use that in a negative term. It's more, it's just more of a smell that I'm kind of used to in a lot of men's fragrances. However, that is not a bad thing. Black pepper to me sometimes sits quite, I mean, it's spicy, but I find it quite a flat spice. So it's not like the cardamom, which really sort of gets your nose in and going, but it is slightly spicy. Cashmere wood is quite soft. Tonka bean is sweet. And I like it. I like it, I don't love it. It's darker, it's deeper, it's heavier. I often say this about fragrances. It's something which to me makes me kind of want to sort of sit and sip on an old fashioned or a Manhattan. I want to sit up at a bar, still not allowed. And I want to get like a little bowl of nuts or an olive. I think that it's more playful than just a sort of boring sit, have a cigar. I think there's more going on. It's chatty, it's sociable, it wants to move. And I think this is, as sort of tobacco fragrances go, I think it's quite young. I think it's really accessible. It's not too heavy. It's not too smoky. It's something which is going to be easy to wear. I think this is a fantastic pairing because you've got the common thread of the tobacco, but you have one which is playful and summery with a coconut, rich, warm, and addictive, they say. This is gorgeous. This will sit out for me because I think it is really unusual from the other ones. There's a fragrance by, come on Robin, Memo Paris called Tamarind. You start saying something, you don't know the answer, but it's like full of sun, it's solar, it's coconut, it's bright, it's summer. And this is kind of quite similar, but literally £200 cheaper. Whereas you have the slightly more generic, again, fragrance of the exclusive one. I think more of you might like this one. I think it's easier to wear, it's more accessible, but if you're feeling confident and you want to have a quick boost, you want to feel good, you want to feel happy, then this one, the addictive one, is gorgeous. It's also like, you can blind buy these. If you've got £17.99 go wild, or maybe just stick with one for £12.99. Fantastic launches. These have been around for a while from Zara, and they've got more coming out. I'm going to get straight onto them and get them on. I want to bring you guys a sort of variety. It doesn't matter about price point. Several guys on here are always going about price. No, I want to bring you the best. I want to bring the best. If you've got that money or you want to save up and you want to treat yourself, fragrance should be about how it makes you feel. So that is exciting. But if you want to stick with something that's a little bit more budget friendly, these are your guys right here. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, and you've still not pressed subscribe, then go on, hit subscribe right now. The button is right there. So some more video suggestions there. Head to the products pages for fragrance right there. And my Instagram, come across, say hello. There's loads going on. There's also reels up there. But until my next new video, bye-bye.